I can't breathe. Hi guys, so today I'm going to be talking about my NIALL HORAN concert experience. In case you can't tell, I'm sick. I'm quite sick, actually. I probably shouldn't be filming this video, but I thought maybe talking about the concert would help me feel better, but it'll probably just make me feel worse. Got that PCD going on still. We just need to talk about it. Alright, let's start talking about what happened. As you might possibly know, Niall's my favorite from One Direction. So I was the most excited about this concert because, you know, he's my favorite. Harry's concert was great, but I was like, Neil, boy, you better come through with those vocals, come through with that show. So when I got my ticket, I got up pretty early. I was like, I'm gonna get up early, I'm gonna get this $60 ticket. I got my ticket for the Tabernacle in Atlanta, also an old church, so I've just been going to see what day at church is lately. Hallelujah. The entire place was general admission, even the balcony, everything. The thing is with general admission is you pay less and you get closer, hopefully, but it's a lot more of a pain in the neck. You have to put a lot more effort into the whole experience. So as I said, the whole venue is general admission, so that means that I have to wait in line. And I was okay with it. I've been to concerts where like certain sections are general admission, but I've never been to a fully general admission concert. So I left the day before the concert to go to Atlanta, which was about a 5-hour drive, because I was going to stay at a hotel the night before and the night after the concert. We got to our hotel around 1 a.m. and our hotel was 30 minutes away from the venue. My parents went with me too. I still can't get my own hotel room till I'm 21, so thanks. I need some sleep. I need just a little bit of sleep. Please, Lord, give me some sleep. I didn't sleep. I did not sleep. I was nervous about the next day because, you know, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know how it's gonna go. Plus, the pressure knowing that I need to sleep makes me not be able to sleep. And one of the things I did that was dumb, before I went to sleep, I get on Twitter and I'm like, alright, I'm just gonna like check and see if anyone's like already in line, just to like get a little bit of like a estimate of like where I'll be in line. I get on Twitter, I type in NIALL Atlanta. There were already like 50 people in line. But I was like, it's fine. It's just a concert. It's okay, Madison, if you're not in the front, okay? So I get up at 4 a.m. I get ready. And I left around 5:15 that morning from the hotel. So I got there around 5:45, 6 o'clock that morning. The doors did not open until 7 p.m. that night. So I would be waiting outside for around 13 hours. Some people that were in the front of the line said they got there at 8 p.m. the night before. I looked and I kind of like estimated around 100 people in line were already there, and I was like, okay, like, it's fine. It's freezing cold. I brought a blanket. I brought a heavy coat. The people next to me had like folding chairs, and I was like, that's really smart. I should have done that, dude. But spoiler alert, I ended up being 130th person in line. But I didn't really mind waiting. I just kind of sat there and talked to some people around me. People did cut in line. Just expect people to cut in front of you. And not worrying about just the little stuff, like the little inconveniences and stuff, really helped me have an enjoyable experience, even waiting. It was probably one of the best concert experiences I've had in a while. Or probably, it could be the best. Like, we were right next to the street. I'll show you this video I got on my Snapchat. Whoa. Saw some other Alabama represent folks out there. It's a good idea to bring snacks. I brought a bottle of water. That's all I brought. All I ate that entire day was part of a Chick-fil-A meal. That's kind of how it is, like on concert days. You're like, I've got to make myself eat something. Then like a couple hours later, his tour buses started pulling in. Girl, everyone was flipping out. They kept him hidden from us. They like had it at an angle where we couldn't see him. And we were like, okay, Okay, that's okay. Eventually, after a while, he left from like a van or something, but we had already moved up, so we couldn't see him leaving. But everyone like down back, further down the line, was screaming and stuff, and I was like, I didn't see Niall in his Arthur shirt. Aww. A little while later, these two girls came around and they had us write the number of our spot in line on our hand with a Sharpie and our name on a list. I was number 130. It was mostly like so people wouldn't cut in line, I guess. Like if they see numbers on people's hands, then they'll be like, oh, I can't cut. And we got put between two barricades. As we got into those barricades, they scanned our tickets. I had mine on my phone. And they also scanned it like when I went through the doors, like to the actual concert. So then a worker took about 30 people at a time to go get merch. And I got this shirt. And there's hair all over it, dude. Tour dates on the back. You probably couldn't even see that, but you know, you can look at it online. And it was about for $40. There was like sweatshirts for like $60. Some of the t-shirts were like $50. Was it a waste of money? Probably, but do I care? No. A social media guy for the Tabernacle, which was the venue, came up to us and he was like,
come be in this video, tell us where you're from.
I was like, Alabama. It was like on the Tabernacle's Instagram story and it was so awkward, you know. And then it was getting around time for the concert, girly, because please tell me I still have this in here. This guy came around and gave us wristbands. He asked us whether we'd want to be on the floor or on the balcony, and I was like, floor, bro, like, duh. So the time of the concert was coming around, and we all got squished up to the front. That was the coldest part of the entire day. The wind was blowing, it was dark again, and we were like, girl, it's so cold. The wind, oh, I was so ready to get inside. Even though Niall said it was like cold in there, I was like, it can't be colder than outside, boy, like, chill. So we finally got let in after 13 hours. So we were in a line, and there were like a bunch of different entrances, and there were different people with like scanners and stuff. And everyone would stand in this line to like get their tickets scanned, and I was like, boy, I'm a skirt around here, because there was no one over there. So I was like, grab a skirt over there and just like get my ticket scanned. I think it was because a lot of people were in groups and they wanted to stay in their groups. I was by myself, so I was just like, I'll just go get it scanned and just walk in. And there were lots of people like on the way into the actual place, and they were like, no running, no running, no running. And I just walked really fast, so I didn't get kicked out. They probably wouldn't kick you out if you ran, but like I just didn't want to be problematic. I got in, oh yes, and I was about third or fourth row. If I had gone more to the side, I probably would have been like second or third row. I always like being closer to the middle, even if I'm a little further back. I just like the view like that, just like being right there. By the time the concert started, I was about third row, and at one point I was like second row, so it was pretty good. Considering that the first row, the whole first row, was people that had meet and greet and sound check. So if you were the first person in line, you were going to be second row. Like, you couldn't be first row, I don't think. So we stood there for about an hour, then the opening act came out. Corey.
You guys doing alright?
He had a great jawline, like, what's up with that sculpted facial features, boy, what's up? People weren't pushing that bad, honestly. Like, I've been pushed way worse than this. Then he left, and we waited, and then Niall came out. Niall. Okay. Where is he? When he came out, I was just like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, what? Like, I kept saying stuff like that. He was like right up there, and I was like, he had like this baseball kind of shirt on, and it was like rolled up. Okay, I'm such a weirdo. I was like, at concerts, I learned a few years ago not to film the entire thing. At the Where We Are show in Nashville, I filmed everything. everything, the entire concert almost. So at this concert, I took quite a few videos. I wanted to post a few videos on Snapchat, and it's hard to like go back and forth between like Snapchat. This is such a first world problem. Just hear me out. It's hard to go back and forth between Snapchat and my camera without like looking down. You have to like look down at your phone. One time when I looked down at my phone to post something on Snapchat, this girl next to me was like, "Oh my gosh, did you just see that? What?" And everyone around me was like gasping and being like, "Oh, what?" And I didn't see what happened. I have still to this day have no idea what happened because I was looking down at my phone at Snapchat. So Snapchat, peace out, not posted on you for any more concerts I go to. With me looking like this, you're like, Niall would never look at you because you look disgusting. But during On the Loose, I know I sound delusional, and I am. That's my brand. Should I even say this? I kept thinking, he's looking straight at me. At least in my general direction. I know that for a fact. I don't know if I looked like On the Loose girl or something, but like I was like, "Yes, On the Loose." And he was probably like, that looks dumb. You look dumb. There were some pretty girls around me, so he was probably looking at them. So. The people that were in the front row, this is just an observation. Not hating at all, like, do you, girl. But the people in the front row, at least around where I was, were like either like 8-year-olds or moms. The girls in front of me were like really short, so I was like, thank goodness there are 8-year-olds in front of me. He seemed like he was really grateful and like gracious. Like when he walked out, he was just like, and I was like, oh. And his shoes. During Flicker, he was just like, let's just all be quiet. And everyone, surprisingly, was like silent. It was beautiful. There were people around me crying, like crying. I just don't show my emotions very well, so I'm not crying, but on the inside, I'm definitely crying. And Fool's Gold, boy, whoa. You used me from the day that we first met, but not again. And Mirrors, what? I did end up getting a picture of myself one time right after the concert, and this is what it looked like. But yeah, it was a great experience actually. I thought it was worth it because I got pretty close, but if I was further back I'd probably be saying something different. Every concert's different. That's the beauty of concerts. That was pretty dumb. Niall, thank you for putting on a great show. Thank you for being you. Like he's watching this. Yeah. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you want, and I'll see you very soon. Rise and grind. Rise and grind.